The downfall of civilization from the degradation of culture. In times of chaos, the strong prevail and society establishes itself under their control in a system which helps the leaders at the expense of the majority. This culminates in the downfall of civilization and human decency. In Lord of the Flies by William Golding, the author expresses this aspect of humanity through the collapse of the boy society. Due to the confusion and fear caused by the beast, the faith the boys have in their weak leader diminishes, and a violent boy is able to lead the boys through intimidation, mirroring real-world examples of people taking power in a power vacuum. By detailing the story of the boys, Golding gives commentary on how tyranny is established by the shaping of culture. In Lord of the Flies, the boys on the island develop a culture where the strong dominate the weak. Without the supervision of adult figures, the boys frequently bully each other and the smaller boys, leading to a culture in which the weak are victimized. In a situation with an absence of any real authority, the boys create their own authority where the strongest person leads. Here, the human tendency to control others manifests, and the older boys abuse their power by hurting the younger boys and Piggy. Golding's reference to savages is due to the civilization of the boys devolving into basic animalistic instincts. "You're talking too much," said Jack Merridew. "Shut up, Fatty." Laughter arose. "He is not Fatty," cried Ralph. "His real name is Piggy. Piggy, Piggy." "Oh, Piggy." A storm of laughter arose and even the tiniest child joined in. For a moment the boys were in a closed circuit of sympathy, with Piggy outside. He went very pink and bowed his head and cleaned his glasses again. Golding, 21. In this section of the book, Piggy is bullied by all of the other boys because they see him as weak and unable to fight back. This shows the human instinct to dominate others in every single one of the boys, which leads to the power dynamic of the society. The urge to bully others is caused by the boys' inner desire for savagery and power. Without any real authority on the island, the boys feel free to abuse each other. Because of the human tendency to bully others, the boys quickly begin to develop a culture of strength, in which the boys who are perceived as the strongest will become leaders. Jack gains the support of the other boys by appearing to show his strength. Jack tries to look strong by promising to protect the boys from the beast, hunting, doing rituals, and making Ralph look weak in order to become leader. Because of an absence in power and the authority of adults, Jack appears to be strong and gains power, eventually leading all of the boys by exploiting their fear and the uncertainty of the situation. Jack sees the conch. Piggy's right, of course. There isn't a snake thing, but if there was a snake thing, we'll hunt and kill it. We're going to hunt pigs and get meat for everybody, and we'll look for the snake too. Golding, 36. Jack falsely convinces the boys that he is brave by claiming he will kill the snake, even though he does not believe the beast exists at this point. He utilizes the possibility to prove his power. This earns him the respect of the boys who are scared of the beast by presenting himself as their protector. Jack also shows his competence by promising to hunt the pigs to provide food for everyone, and tries to make Ralph look weak by telling people he is afraid of the beast. When under the leadership of Ralph, the boys are frequently told by Ralph to follow rules to preserve their civilization, and to effectively get things done. However, the boys rarely follow these rules. This is because Ralph is not seen as the strongest boy and he holds no real authority or ability to enforce his rules. In contrast, Jack is able to control the boys with fear and violence when he leads them. Jack changes the culture of the boys by enacting rituals which glorify the killing of the pig, promoting the use of violence to the boys, and enacts them with real people, which desensitizes the idea of using violence against other people. Jack sticks a pig's head into the ground with a stake, creating a symbol of the savage awakening in the boys, the physical manifestation of his violent tendencies. By manipulating the culture of society to suit his advantages, Jack becomes the leader of many of the boys since they fear him. Jack creates a society where the most important people are the strongest, and the weak are treated as inferior, causing the hunters to become murderers. Golding portrays the degradation of civilization after society is sieged by violent individuals, after the fall of the government, by using the characters in the story to present different aspects of society and human nature. Ralph represents the ideals of civilization, while Jack represents human savagery. The interactions and conflicts between these two characters illustrate the theme of the war between the ideals of civilization and primal savagery, which dwells inside every society. Understanding the Lord of the Flies will enable people to comprehend some new perspective on conflicts throughout history, such as the many civil wars and terrorist movements which have been caused by an absence of authority. Therefore, it is essential we recognize the wisdom in this book to prevent violence from occurring. Thanks for listening to my presentation essay.